In a quiet suburb of Dhaka, two young women walk through a dirt lane to work. But it's not an ordinary place of employment. Behind the gates lies a world of torment. This building is the Acid Survivors Foundation. Hasina is 20 years old. 5 years ago, when she was still a carefree high school pupil, an employee of her father who felt he'd been slighted threw sulphuric acid over her, causing terrible disfigurement to the face and chest.
When I first saw my face in the mirror, I said, "God, why did you keep me alive? It would be better that I died." But now I want to survive and live in society.
Each year, hundreds are horribly disfigured in this way. The number could be higher, but in rural areas, attacks are rarely reported for cultural reasons. The foundation helps rebuild their lives and their features as much as possible. But it's an expensive business in a poor country.
We need financial support from people. We have many survivors here that we cannot treat in Bangladesh, and therefore we need experts.
Mostly it's women who are victims, but not always. Even seeing the terrible results of the attacks couldn't prepare us for what Monira Rahman showed us next, and the story we heard. In the medical section of the foundation, in a sterile environment, we had to don surgical gowns. She took me to a small room and a little boy, eyes as big as saucers, with a terrible disfigurement.
The problem is it's pulling again, you see? It's pulling again. The whole face is pulling again. So it is very discomfortable for him.
When he was just over a month old, his aunt fed him sulphuric acid to try and kill him in a dispute over inheritance. It burnt away his tongue, his lips, destroyed most of his mouth, welded his chin to his chest. For 5 months he had the most basic of treatment. It was a miracle he survived. They call him Durjoy, which means invincible.
He can't talk, the mouth completely destroyed, He just can make some sounds. He's trying to say something, but he cannot express that. And through his eyes he's expressing.
The Acid Survivors Foundation has flown Durjoy to a hospital in Hong Kong. He underwent the first of a series of operations on Wednesday, without which he could die.
With the treatment, I think Durjoy's life expectancy is going to be normal. Without the treatment, the situation is far more serious, and potentially he may actually get into a stage where he is having repeated infections, problems with his breathing, and his life expectancy may be seriously limited.
Until a week ago, Durjoy's entire world was found within the four walls of this room. Now he has a chance to reach for the future. Tony Birtley, Al Jazeera, Dhaka, Bangladesh.